Aquarius, what's up? Welcome back to my channel and welcome to your January mid-month energy check-in. Let's find out what's going on with you this mid-month of January. This is going to be for Aquarius Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We'll take a look at the past, the present, and the immediate future. And we'll also get some oracle advice from the Mystic Rebel Oracle deck. I already said welcome back. So, if you haven't subscribed, why don't you go ahead and consider subscribing. If you have subscribed, I really do appreciate you. I appreciate all the likes and the comments. I do appreciate the support for my channel. Anyone, even if you haven't subscribed, if you decided to click the play button and offer me some watch time, I appreciate that as well. Y'all are the bomb, the D. Okay? Alright, Aquarius, let's see what we have for you. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's the mid-month January energy check? For the past, we have the Seven of Wands. Let's get one more. We have the Four of Cups. You may want to go look at, I don't know, Capricorn, Sagittarius, some of the same energy coming out. Could be dealing with one of those signs. We have the Five of Wands in the present energy. What else do we have in the present? You know what's crazy? We have the Knight of Cups. You know what's crazy? I just noticed in this card, they have a mask. Isn't that crazy? Interesting. I'm a conspiracy theorist, so I find everything to be tied up to some type of conspiracy. In the future, immediate future, we have the Page of Pentacles. What else do we have for Aquarius? Like one of them, she looks like, you know, it's part of her actual kung fu attire. But the other, it looks like a whole pandemic mask. We also have the Judgment card in the immediate future. Don't mind me. I'm just rambling and making observations. Under the deck, Aquarius, we have the Devil. So there's some type of attachment, some type of devil energy that you may have found yourself bound to. This could represent a Capricorn maybe in your life. This could even represent Capricorn placements you have in your chart as an Aquarius. You could have Capricorn Venus, Capricorn Mercury, even Mars. But there's some devil energy here. There's some type of attachment, maybe some addictions, some just feeling bound and attached, or just an energy of something that has you trapped or attached to something. That could even be like negative thought patterns, just some type of negative behavioral patterns. So in the past, we have the Seven of Wands. This is being on guard, having your defenses up, standing your ground against something. We're going to clarify and try to figure out what all this is about, but standing your guard, being on defense, enforcing boundaries even. We also have the Four of Cups, so this is a bit of boredom, disinterest, or discontent in a situation. You may be having to put your boundaries up with someone or in a situation because you're disinterested in it. It could have something to do with that devil energy. Maybe you're trying to block out that devil energy, which I really hope so. You know, even if you're not, we all go through phases and cycles where we have to deal with our own shadows and our own underlying issues related to devil energy. In the present, we have the Five of Wands. So this is competition, this is conflict, these are challenges. This is having to put in some type of fight with someone or something, or in a situation. This could also be internal. It doesn't have to be externally with another person. This could be an internal conflict that you're dealing with. Again, it could have something to do with the devil or the devil energy. We also have the Knight of Cups in your present energy. So this is perhaps someone who is charming. This could be you, Aquarius. You could be charming. But this is maybe someone moving forward or toward you, or you moving away and taking your romantic gestures towards someone else, because it comes up like this after the conflict or with the conflict. It's like, I'm moving away from that. And again, we do see this being on guard, having your defenses and boundaries up. Maybe, you know, you're Again, this could have some type of internal conflict with this devil energy, some type of addictions or attachments, healthy attachments or toxic attachments, or if it's a person who's toxic in your life, fighting with them and you deciding to take your cup elsewhere. Being disinterested in this situation. Again, having your boundaries up. In the immediate future, we have the Page of Pentacles. You could receive some type of message, learn some type of information, or be offered get a message about a new offer. Again, this could be someone heading your way to offer you this. But this is also taking the time to learn, to acquire new skills and things of that nature. We also have the Judgment card here. So there's some type of inner calling, some type of awakening and reckoning. So maybe you're learning something about yourself through this situation, Aquarius, that's attached to this devil energy, this toxic energy that you may have found yourself in. But there's, like, again, some type of reckoning, awakening involved with that. Maybe you're learning some new spiritual things. So it's also a spiritual awakening. So maybe you're diving into your spirituality, learning new ways to, develop your spiritual growth and things of that nature. Let's look at the Seven of Wands in the past. Why is the Seven of Wands here in the past? We have the High Priestess. And what's the Four of Cups? Four of Wands. So there's some type of stability that you're trying to gather and gain in a situation with these two fours. Four of Cups, Four of Wands. Four is about stability. It's about foundation. I feel like you are on guard about your spirituality, developing your intuitive nature, your intuitiveness, going within and listening to your inner guides and intuition, and you're setting up boundaries surrounding that. You're really trying to get out of this devil energy. What was the devil in the High Priestess falls up under the devil here, and the Chariot, moving on from that, having the willpower, the determination to get away from this toxic energy, this toxic thinking, behavior, toxic people, toxic environment. You're really putting up boundaries and setting up a foundation for yourself, coming into harmony and union with yourself, and your intuition, being guided by that, because you're not interested. It's like you're no longer interested in things that may have brought you some type of immediate satisfaction, drinking, smoking, partying, lustfulness. Maybe those things are not of interest to you anymore. And again, in the future, we see this awakening happening. It's like something's got to change. And so you're listening to your intuition, and you're on guard. You're setting up boundaries for yourself. This is really cool. So again, like, this Five of Wands doesn't have to be external situations, although it can be. It again could be the people that you have been sleeping with, that lustfulness that you may have, because Wands does represent passion and lust, sex. Maybe that there's an internal conflict with fighting those type of demons within yourself, and looking to move on how to really fill your cup in a positive way. And be romantic with yourself, and not just looking for, sexual satisfaction or lustful satisfaction, immediate satisfaction represented by this devil. Those toxic attachments that bring us immediate gratification, but in the long term, they kind of put us in some shadow energy that needs to be worked out. So let's look at the Five of Wands. What is this Five of Wands? We have the Knight of Swords in reverse. My deck is upside down, but we're going to take it. The Knight of Swords in reverse. So this is, again, not being hasty, This is not having any type of quick forward movement. This is not being impulsive in moving forward and speaking things irrationally or with haste and harshly. This is maybe taking a step back, or this is the universe prompting you to use your intuition and to take a step back, to take a pause before moving forward in a situation. There could be, a situation, whether this is with a person or just in your environment or just internally, not to judge yourself so harshly when it comes to this internal conflict that you may be experiencing, or this conflict in general. Someone could be trying to present you with some conflict, or there could be conflict in your environment, but you not taking any forward action to judge the situation harshly, to act in a harsh way towards this situation. I feel like you're really getting towards leaning in on your intuition and knowing, when to stand your ground and how to have your boundaries up. Where maybe in the past, Aquarius, you were quick to say what you needed to say. Air can be very cutting with their words. It's very matter of fact. It's detached, and it can be detached from the emotions. It doesn't come from an emotional space. It comes from a logical space. So maybe you're backing away from speaking your mind in that fashion. So let's look at the Knight of Cups. What is this Knight of Cups? Again, I feel like you're moving towards, being gentle and romancing yourself, getting in touch with your own emotions and what brings satisfaction to you. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, so you're taking your time. You're really examining, and you're not rushing into this. I feel like you're on a slow and steady path to getting to know yourself in a more emotional space versus the head space, the logical space. And you're being practical about that when it comes to developing your spirituality. I'm not getting a whole lot of love situation or money situation, or I feel like this for whoever's watching. And it's funny, I looked at the timer. It was at 12:12. This is like some type of nudge from the universe, some type of awakening from the universe, where you're recognizing, what needs to change in your life, and you're on this spiritual journey, this path of growth, spiritual growth, and you're taking your time to really examine it. From an internal space. You could be doing, things in the home, like, meditating, setting up your space with crystals and, saging on a regular basis. I'm also getting, sage here with the cup, the smoke coming from the cup. Like saging your home and just getting into spiritual practices. So let's look at the immediate future with the Page of Pentacles. What is this that you're learning? I feel like you're just really learning about yourself, getting deeper into spirituality and, examining things of the universe. Maybe picking up new books, reading them at home. We have the Tower. So yeah, I do feel like there's like an internal tower moment that you're having. I don't get a whole lot of external energy here. I'm getting more like this is something that's happening internally for you. Some type of realization that comes and kind of shakes your foundation, and helping you see this devil energy that you may have been stuck in, this shadow energy that you could have developed way, way back in childhood, especially with it being under the Page of Pentacles here. It could have something to do with and just like an immature perspective that you may have been carrying for a lifetime, and that happens for many of us. Like, we don't realize that our shadow has been projecting into our lives over our lifetime until there's this realization, this sudden shakeup that pushes us to see how things have begin to dismantle and crumble around us. It's not working, and so it pushes us into this spiritual awakening. Let's look at the Judgment card, and then we'll get an advice card. The Judgment. Yeah, I really do feel like you're researching, you're gathering information, you're just really studying yourself. And this could even be getting messages from the above, from the divine. These downloads, because swords are communication, and pages are about messages, and pages are about learning. This is gathering information. This is getting information, researching information. And I feel like you're just really looking into developing your spiritual growth here, learning new skills on how to meditate a few minutes out of the day, maybe looking into yoga, looking into crystals, sage in your home and stuff like that. Just really looking into how to battle this conflict within yourself with the Five of Wands here. So we have the Eight of Cups under the deck here. So this is, maybe there was some type of emotional attachments that you had that you didn't realize. There could be some type of codependency, but just some type of emotional attachments that were toxic for you, or unhealthy for you, that you didn't realize were playing out in your life, and having the strength and the courage to move on from that. So kudos to you, Aquarius. Hot diggity dog. I love it. Life is crazy. Life is crazy. And all on this journey, doing things differently, but doing them the same. They just appear differently. We all go through the same things. They just appear differently. The lessons are often the same. They just come through different people, different situations, and events. We all have that devil energy that we have to work out. What's the advice for Aquarius? What's the advice? That's a lot of advice, Spirit. We'll take those two that came out first. We have faith and new love. Again, I feel like some of you are definitely looking into crystals and different, new ways of developing your spirituality, delving into spirituality in a way that you weren't before, to look at yourself and develop yourself and get closer to the divine, to the universe, whatever it is that you identify with. And this is a new love for you. Again, I feel like you're looking at ways to nurture yourself, to be romantic with yourself, and be romantic with your spirituality. This is a new love for you. What's going to bring you emotional satisfaction and fulfillment, because we have the Four of Cups here. So I hope it resonates, Aquarius. That's what I have for you. If it does, consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you next time. Peace.